The Kansas Department of Health and Environment, or KDHE, now requires a walkthrough inspection to be completed for every UST according to the walkthrough inspection checklist available on KDHE's website. This video will demonstrate how to complete the items listed for spill basins, under dispenser with or without containment, and sumps with or without secondary containment. Spill basins must be inspected every 30 days. Check for damage and cracks, remove any liquid or debris. Check the spill basin and the drop tube for any damage, such as cracks, holes, or corrosion. If there is a drain, it should have a screen in place. The spill bucket should be cleaned regularly to remove any debris, water, or product. Product can be drained into the tank if the spill bucket has a drain, but be careful not to drain any water or debris into the tank with it. Fill cap fits tight, rubber gasket not torn or missing. Check the cap on the fill port. Ensure that the fill cap is tight and the gasket is in place. Check for any damage to the cap or the gasket, such as tears or holes. Spill basin cover fits correctly, does not wobble, or is not broken. The lid should fit well so that it does not move easily except to open the spill bucket. It should not be chipped or cracked. Drop tube is present with no obstructions. Check for foreign objects in the drop tube. These are sometimes inserted during delivery to bypass overfill protection, which puts you at risk of a release during delivery. A good way to check is by sticking the tank. If you can't reach the bottom with the stick, there is likely an issue with the drop tube. There's a lot of overlap between under dispenser and sumps, so we will go through both at once. These are only required once a year, but KDHE recommends that the space under dispensers be checked monthly. The under dispenser space may have containment installed, or in older systems, there may simply be soil under the dispenser. Containment sumps also may have secondary containment or may simply be in soil. Interstitial monitoring sensor in correct position. The sensor should be placed at the lowest point in the containment area to ensure it will detect any amount of liquid pooling in the containment. No liquid or debris, no signs of cracks or holes. If containment is installed, check for liquid or debris. Some water is normal, but look for evidence of product, such as a rainbow sheen. Remove any debris as it may cover other issues. Check for any damage to the containment, such as cracks, holes, or rust. Test boot, if applicable, pulled back so interstice is not blocked. A test boot is a flexible sleeve used to isolate secondary containment of piping during testing. These are sometimes left in the containment, but they should be pulled back any time other than during testing. Flex connectors show no signs of leakage or swelling. These are small hoses, usually made of synthetic materials or braided steel used to connect pipes. They may not be completely visible if there is no containment installed. If in contact with soil, they need to be booted or wrapped to protect from corrosion. Look for tears, swelling, discoloration, corrosion, and evidence of leaking, such as product on or below the connectors. For the under dispenser containment, you need to check whether the shear valve is anchored and installed correctly. It should be mounted to the concrete island itself, not to the dispenser, within 1.5 inches of the island surface. For any sumps, you will also need to check that the manhole cover fits correctly and that the containment sump lid is in good condition. The manhole cover, the top layer covering the sump, should be even with the pavement and completely cover the hole. The containment sump lid is beneath. Both should be intact with no corrosion or chipping.